Okay, episode 2. I've done it where you can take the feed dogs out. You have to do that from underneath it. These feed dogs, I've got a little bolt underneath the machine. You can just about see that bolt just there. Actually, let me get my pointer. The bolt is just down there, but you would lift the machine up and you would access that bolt. That then allows these feed dogs to... Oh no, there's fluff already. I will defluff it in a minute. So you can take these feed dogs out. It just makes it a bit easier to get the race out, but you can do it without taking the feed dogs out, and that's what I'm going to do now. The first thing to do is to take that screw out. It's a very long screw, and I'm going to attempt to do it while filming. I have a little Singer screwdriver, but any screwdriver will work as long as it's a little one. This is just the screwdriver that is always by the machine, and it saves me getting the big proper screwdrivers out. I'm also doing this left-handed. I'm right-handed, so this may take a little while. Now can you see that the feed dogs are actually slightly in the way? So see the feed dogs, I'm just moving the balance wheel, and those feed dogs are moving back a bit. Maybe you're supposed to take the feed dogs off, but I know that I can get this screw out as long as the feed dogs are at the back. Your one, if you've never taken this, point it in the right place. If you've never taken this screw out, it might be a little bit stiff, but it will come out as long as you're gentle with it and you're using the right size screwdriver. If you're using too small a screwdriver, you can actually damage the head. So you can see that's starting to come out quite nicely, and it's right next to the feed dogs, but it's not scratching on the feed dogs. So I'm just going to use my finger just to get the rest of that screw out, and then you will see just how long that screw really is, because that's going right the way. So now that that screw's out, that screw, let me just change hands. That screw is connecting this bar all the way. It's holding this bar in place, but it's screwing down into the shuttle race. I don't know the names of all the different things. This bit can be a bit tricky, but it's not going to hurt the machine as long as you're careful. What we have to do is lift this section out. What I do is just do that, and that's just levering the screwdriver just a tiny little bit just to pop that. The first time I did this, it took ages. So what you can now do, you can just negotiate this round just a little bit, because it's this that has to come out first. Now I wonder if I can do this with my left hand. There you go. It took a little wiggle. Now I've not long cleaned Mr. Crunchface, and I took all of this apart, and you can already see he's a bit he's a bit grotty, but I will clean him. So you take out the shuttle race. I don't know what this is called. It's just the bobbin casing thingy. But this bobbin casing thingy has 2 screws on the side. Don't touch those. They adjust the tension of the bobbin. If your bobbin's working fine, then don't touch those. But for this, we can just move that out of the way now, because now we can take this out. Ew, that really is grotty. Okay, so you can see the makeshift felt that I put in. And what I did was a V-shape piece of felt that's going either side of the shuttle race. So that when I put oil on the top, I was hoping it would soak through to the bottom piece, and then it would just oil this whole mechanism. And I saw a picture on Google where it showed you that wick is supposed to touch both the top part, this part here, and the underneath bit, but clearly that's not been working very well, because my wick's gone a bit If I do it on the side, it's not really sandwiching around, it just got squishy. The oil wick is attached oh sorry, there. The oil wick is attached with a spring, and you can just about see that spring. It's quite a clever spring because it's not really that springy as such. It is actually a screw, and the spring's designed in such a way that you can unscrew it. Oh, I'm going to need 2 hands. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to balance it about there. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh, well, that just shows just how rubbish my wick inserting, because that's supposed to grip, so forget that. We can just chuck that. You can see now the spring. It is a bit springy, but that should just very gently, you can I'm just trying to show you. I'm not damaging the spring. I'm just very carefully unscrewing. If you've never unscrewed yours, then it might mean that the wick, the original wick that's in there, is really tightly packed in, and you won't be able to get it out just from pulling on it. My doorbell went. I will carry on with this video.